We'll come back. We're talking systems.
Boy, was I wrong.
Yeah, you were fucking super wrong. The phone lines are
on your favorite radio show, Bonfire.
You're goddamn right. Who else features legless singers? We're progressive as fuck.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
Go, 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 go.
Seriously, get out of here. Go, go.
Head,
go.
Head, and Mohead.
Leave.
Everybody's the Bonfire. Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. That's Uncle Luke. That's Uncle Luke right there, bringing you the heavy hits. Thump. Oh. Let your girl's booty bounce that a little bit.
Those ass cheeks.
Head, and Mohead. I'll tell you what. I never in my life, without making fun of somebody else and saying it, have described blowjobs as head. Giving or getting. And when girls...
What?
Christine, when I met her, called it head, getting or giving, and I thought it sounds so weird to me.
I call it head.
Yeah?
Yeah, I call it giving head. I give girls head. I get head.
It's a weird thing.
Why? Your head's down there.
I know, but it's...
What do you call it?
I don't...
Sucking?
I would say eating her pussy or sucking dick, yeah.
That sounds medicinal.
That sounds medicinal?
Yeah.
Sucking dick sounds medicinal.
It sounds like you're like,
well, doctor, I hate to speak Latin, but I was getting my dick sucked and it started to hurt.
I'd be like, calm it down. That's my favorite Rory Scovel line from his special where he goes, oh, I didn't know I was talking to a lawyer doctor. Anal? He's like, I call it butt fuck.
My lower back is hurting so bad I'm sitting... weird in my chair. If you're wondering why
it's
I'm
a weird
sitting
thing to say after
it hurts. I don't know. My back hurts. I was busting my back out. Doo-doo brown.
You got doo-doo brown?
I was getting head.
Did you get pegged?
And
I don't think it's called calling it head's not weird to me.
And mohead.
I mean, mohead's weird.
Head, and mohead. Yeah, my back hurts. People, that song came into my life when little Jay was cruising through Valley Brook in South Jersey on my way to my mom's house, and you'd hear him coming down the street a mile away with just these stupid bass tubes and big, just wooden and carpeted, just self-made wooden boxes with speakers in them, just thumping in a car that was purchased for $300 at Autobahn Market, or whatever the fuck.
Did you ever see?
They were all when you go to the auctions.
Yeah, cop auctions. That's where I got the Honda Accord hatchback.
Yeah. An auction's a great place, and just
cop
Jay
auction,
thumping down the road in this song.
Did you ever see old Saturns were made of like plastic, fiberglass, or like something? Yeah. So when someone had a Saturn with a system, it sounded awful.
Oh, it would just rattle the trunk.
Because the fiberglass would be like rattling and then already rattling. So
you hear all the fucking. You hear all the strings in it. Those little.
You're like, this is not fun.
It was almost good and nothing at all for nothing.
Watch someone had a Saturn with a system and is listening to this, like, this fucking guy don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I'm just saying, the one time I rode a Saturn with a system, I was like, this is awful.
Danny Rosini was the kid that got...
What a great full name.
Danny Rosini was a good one. He had a Monte Carlo that was like... First of all, he was so tiny. I think it was pituitary issue.
Okay.
Really tiny.
He was Webster shit, huh?
No, not like Webster, but just like the kid that like... I'd be curious to see what he looks like now. It would be...
Look him up!
Pretty hilarious.
Danny Risotto.
But he was, I kept growing. We were buddies, and still, he's a great kid. Fucking hilarious kid.
Yeah.
And, but he was, very short, and just in a Monte Carlo SS, and he was the one, like, thumping, like, he'd like, Mother!
Monte Carlos and Cadillacs, I feel like, were the best cars for those.
For the thumps?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Like
it was still
low and wide.
Well, he did go for more of a system, not necessarily for like rap that you could listen to like rock on. But it is funny at the time of systems, like if not a lot of people rode around thumping rock.
No,
it was like a very particular kind of music.
Yeah,
hip hop or the freestyle that I'm going to be playing for you on the next commercial break. I'm so excited. I remember so many of these songs, dude. You would just need like one tape of like a now. I mean, that's what I call music is made for.
Oh yeah,
it's made for one CD you can put in to just pick up a fucking doofy other like 16-year-old.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're like 16, you buy that and play that music, and that another 16-year-old will go, it's like, oh my god, you know the new song by whoever.
Yeah. By DJ Arithmetic.
Yeah, it's really.
He's addicted. He's addicted to uppers and downers.
Yeah, I never had a system. In fact, even at the time when my friends did have systems, I was broke enough. I drove my mom's Chevette, and in the back seat, I put my D battery operated boombox.
Great.
With a CD or tape.
That's great.
Playing in my backseat. And by the way,
I had a friend that did that.
Get on the open road, though. I'll tell you what, get on a highway going from like Philly to South Jersey or something. You still listen to it. You're like, all right, well, that's good.
What was it?
Makes me wish I smoked cigarettes in high school because I would have enjoyed that on those long. I did a lot of long car rides without cigarettes, so I could have just.
No way, man. Driving and
never changed.
By the time I started driving, I was already smoking. It was the best.
Yeah.
Oh, driving and smoking is it's only second to shitting and smoking.
I missed that one pretty good.
Driving.
I don't drive a ton though, so it's not so bad. But like,
well, I think, that's when I'm glad that cloves exist, just to have some sort of replacement.
Yeah, dude. This is the song. I figure this is what's always happening in DJ Lou's head all weekend. This is just happening.
It's just him, but then it's just him shirtless watching a Mets game, smoking.
Hey. You want to come over to my place to hang out?
I'm drunk as shit.
It's a full party. I never had. I got like after I got a car, the money that I saved up, I got a CD face, like a deck. I bought like an Alpine deck.
You didn't get a changer in the back?
No, I couldn't afford it. Oh, and I got two little speakers in the front because they were blown out in my Dodge Stratus, so I had to get new speakers. 7.9s, or what are they called? 7.9s?
Yeah.
Is that a speaker?
9x7s? 7x9s?
I don't know, dude. I don't know this world. But I'll tell you what, this guy, is Rod on the phone? Because Rod's...
yeah, buddy. Yeah. Rod's on the phone.
He texted me his specs.
Yeah?
And it's fucking hilarious.
Shit was nice?
I mean, pick up the phone. Let's have him run.
Yo,
through
Rod, what's up? You're on the Bonfire, man.
Welcome to System Talk on the Bonfire.
Yo, what are you pushing? That's what you say. Yo, what are you pushing?
I was pushing a Pioneer face, pull-out face. Had a six-disc CD changer in the back. I had a Big Red. Now, if you know what's up with the cars, if you had a Big Red, that means you had the biggest dick on the yard.
You goddamn right, Rod. And let me ask you a question, Rod, before you do it. What was in that six-disc changer? I'm going to ask all the callers to tell us what were you thumping so DJ Lou can put it on while you tell your story.
Sweet.
What were you thumping, Rod?
We're going to go back to 1999.
All right.
I was playing BG Bling Bling.
Yeah. Every time I come around, you'll say it. Bling Bling. Yeah. Oh, that's the Cash Money is an army. It's a navy.
Go ahead. So Blang Blang's clicking.
So if you had this, there's one way to make your shit really click. If your shit really kick, you had an EQ in there. I had a Suburban Vega EQ, and I had Suburban Vega.
What's the name of it again?
Suburban Vega.
Okay.
EQ. And then you hit that EQ, and all your bass start, your whole car rattles.
Oh, dude, those are the ones that give me heart palpitations when I was smoking weed in that Yukon, where it's like, oh, I'm like,
you can't catch a breathing rhythm again. I'm exhaling on the inhale. I don't know, it's not happening.
It's like learning how to swim in cold water.
Go and go. That was a big thing, Rod. I do remember that a lot of the things you did when someone had a good system that you didn't realize was going on was that shit right there, like those the EQs, the amps. The amp was a big deal with my friends I know. And they would give the numbers on it. I didn't know what it meant, but the amps. And then they started doing, and I'd say it was a little past my age of people giving a shit about systems.
Yeah.
Was then they started making those pieces of electronic showboat stuff too, where like the amp, even though it just sits there, it doesn't thump at all. It's just a metal thing basically.
Oh, but it had
had like neon light on it and stuff like that. Am I right, Rod?
Yep, I had a neon light, and if you want to take your shit even further, so this is back in like 99, 2000, 2001.
Stop saying back. I was expecting a child at that time. I was way past system age.
Everybody was getting decals on the side of their cars. I had a 98 Trans Am, a purple 98 Trans Am.
Oh, nice.
With T-tops the two T-tops. I had blacked out 20-inch rims.
Oh.
I was rolling, and my boys, all of us had the Trans Ams. All of us had Trans Ams.
Wait, really? You guys all had different Trans Ams? Was it all different colors, like Power Rangers?
Because you can get them crazy cheap at that time. That's why my friend Little Jay always had a Trans Am. You can get them cheap, and it looked like you were driving a sports car.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, we had Twix on the side. I had Twix on the side of my car. My homie had Skittles on the side of
That's so funny, dude. That's so funny
the
because...
matching racing jackets.
Dude, Rod, I try to tell people this. People forget about when black dudes rocked NASCAR jackets to the mid-aughts, to like 07, 08. That fucking Russian joke that I wrote when I was in the Bronx and those three dudes came around the corner, they were all wearing NASCAR jackets. That's why I started laughing.
That is really fucking
One of them
hilarious.
came around in a fucking Tide jacket. I was like, I'm white trash. I know where this is. Like, I know who the real fan base of this. And it was,
dude, the decals thing.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite stories. When I started doing comedy, which was in '99.
yeah. So around the time that Rod was just
Rod,
fucking-
how old are you?
I'm 34.
34. Okay, yeah. So in '99, when my friends were doing all the decal shit,
Yeah.
my friend had one. That's the story I may have told on the air before, but you know, I was sort of the thing with my friends that kept them like tethered somehow.
Yeah.
To not sounding silly all the time. Like, so we're talking to a bunch of like suburban kids who were saying things like, "Yo, we're about to rumble with this neighborhood,"
That's
and you're
right.
like, "Like guys, we're 18, 19, man. Like that sounds like a stupid thing to say. We're rumbling with why is this exactly? You know?
Oh, yeah, because they go to a different high school?
Yeah, it's like, so it was a lot of that kind of shit going on. And one time, my buddy Mike Vada came back. His Maxima, he threw a decal on the back. It was some version of 2M, the number 2 and an M.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What does that mean?" He goes, "It's just the logo." I thought it was pretty cool. I got to put it on there. I mean, he really, Chris Farley showed me.
Yeah.
I was like, "But 2M, it seems very specific. Like your name's not 2
Matt
M's."
Murdock or-
I'm like, "Your name's Mike Vada." As a MV would make more. I would get that to some degree.
Mean Mike?
He's like, "No." He's like, "It's just a logo." And he couldn't think of a good lie. It's just a logo. But then I said, took one of my friends who believed in what it was, who cared more than embarrassing himself with me, that wanted me to know what it was.
Yeah.
And it was the group of these townhouse living on a golf course white kids that decided to call themselves the Second Mafia.
That's great.
2M.
Dude.
Second Mafia. And dude, my friend told me, I couldn't wait to go back there because I like that he was the personality that I can go,
Dude.
"What do you do with it?" He's like, "I mean, I don't really care about it. I just like the logo." Like, nah, dude, you way care. It's on the back window of your thing, and it's not even a danger. I might even tell you to take it off because it's not dangerous because no one's looking for the Second Mafia.
I mean, what an awful name of a group. Second Mafia.
They used, one time I was driving back from New York. I'd already started going to New York. And I would drive by down Black Horse Pike to go back to my mom's house at night. And I'd pass this place with the Philly Diner. It's still such a great diner. The Philly Diner. And sometimes I'd see their cars there. So I would go in and like hang out with them for a little bit sometimes. And like one of them went to the bathroom once and left like a composition notebook on the table.
No.
And I started thumbing through it.
Was it Sick Rhymes?
Dude, no, I mean, they, like, some of them actually were pretty angry at me for a while after, because I was just so laughably at their fake gang.
Yeah.
Because I went through it, and I swear to you, in the back, it was like the Second Mafia's, like, you know, whatever chapter or something. And it was
Oh,
like,
my God.
you know, it'd be like,
It was the books.
it'd be like Ernie, treasurer, like so-and-so.
Dude, that's great.
Secretary takes the minutes of all the meetings. Like everyone had like a position.
They legitimately had minutes.
It was like henchmen.
No,
dude. If I'm lying, then I've convinced myself I've made it. You know what I mean?
Dude,
like
that is so great. Where he goes, "Can you check the back of the mead? What does it have? Have I been bumped up?"
Dude.
I don't know if you saw on the 4th page, but there's an airplane war that he drew.
I just know when the kid came out of the bathroom, I
yeah.
like unfurled on him, just like laughing at him and making so many other people laugh at them. And
Sub Mafia.
And they were like, and they were saying things too. It's like, I don't know, dude. It's like, it's like you just like you come there and you just cross us.
Oh,
it was so, and you're like, you guys know,
dude. If
my mom buys us pizzas once in a while.
Dude,
like, what are you guys talking about?
I would have loved to have been the same age and known you, so we could have started the third mafia, and then had another group of friends start the fourth mafia, and then just keep doing it to where there was like 8th and 9th.
The third mafia would have ruled.
The third mafia would have been the best.
But it's funny, you know how dumb. That's how dumb. Listen, it's how my brother got fucking mixed up with drugs and shit. His thing was more being a follower than like. He's not like he was never like a goofy like wigger kid or anything like that. He's just like. But all those kids, like I know some of those kids are still all fucked up on drugs and shit, and still all messed up, and a lot of people died down there, and it's because they go. Fuck, man, we're tough too, like the city. It's like, just don't be, man. Just go to college and be fine.
Man, suburban boredom gets a lot of good kids into some dumb shit.
So I'm telling you, I grew up in. That's what was funny. I grew up in right in West Philadelphia, and by the way, the neighborhood was like. I remember when I was a kid, everyone played outside together, and the neighborhood essentially just went black, like in my lifetime. You know what I mean? When I was there, but we were still there. My grandmother's still there. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But I mean, I don't think I'm like a hardened street kid either. But growing up there, when I went being 17 years old, I moved to Jersey. I was already like, you know, I've lived what I thought was like a life at that point.
Yeah.
My friends, my personality, whatever. But when I got to that's what I thought was so funny. In my mind, I was like, oh, wow, good. We got out of this neighborhood that it was getting dicey for the last couple years, you know, and at that point would have been like, you know, a third of my life.
Yeah.
It's starting to get a little dicey. You know, I'm happy we're moving to South Jersey. And then and all these goofy white kids, man, that would just, they couldn't wait to be like, yeah, well, what do you mean? We're fucking tough. We're tough kids. Like, fuck those city kids. And they all did drugs. And I was like, I don't know. People smoked weed back in Philly a little bit that I knew of. But I didn't know of a lot of people smoking, and definitely didn't seem like everybody was like, no heroin and all that shit. And that was a big problem in the school I went to for 1 year in South Jersey. Several kids died from heroin.
But that's what I was saying. My friends that were like the bad kids that I told you about in middle school were just bored suburban kids that would go smash windows and shit. And you're like, what are you guys doing? And finally, when I started hanging out with my group of friends from high school, they were like, I was like, oh, you guys are still kind of kids. You're still kind of like, you're high school kids. You're not like trying to be bad. You're not trying to do. And it was like those are the kids that all had systems, were the kids that were like, yeah, dude. But they're the ones that got me, you know, smoking cigarettes at 11, 12 years old and fucking smoking weed at 13.
System kids get laid too once in a while.
Oh, dude.
System will get you some pussy. Give a call in if your system got you some puss. Just a girl. That was the whole idea. That's why you bumped this shitty, stupid music you hear in the background.
Yeah.
Is because girls would like at the mall. You drive around, you do laps around the malls and see if girls would look, and you just look at them. You let the music talk for you. Your in-car strobe lights going.
I was always just the shithead in the passenger seat, shoulder dancing.
I'll tell you what. Before we take this commercial break, I'm going to text my friend Glenn was texting me today, and I should have reminded him to call in.
Oh yeah.
About his fucking. We can tell you the story. We should.
Thanks for calling in, Rod.
Thank you, Rod. Yeah, we're going to talk more. I think we should stay on systems. It's a fun conversation.
Black Lou's got one that just his face just blew up. Is that a good one?
I was looking for some old photos because I used to be in a car club.
Dude, holy fucking shit.
We were called Visual Impact. And then we were called Underground Custom.
Of course you were.
Dude, and I just found like old photos of me on MySpace.
Then we were called the Upstate Sabres.
Oh, dude. We were called the Aurora Barons.
The Barons.
Let's come back with Black Lou's Car Club shit, because, god damn, I love that you have this checkered past that you don't play for us.
He was pushing the system, yo.
Terrible taste.
Thanks for the call, Rod.
Terrible taste in black women. Let's see if this taste in the system is
the black women list is in heavy question this weekend. That was quite a debate I saw online. We'll be right back, everybody.
Shoulder dancing.
It's the bonfire. Girl, I want you in my world. Baby, you must stay and don't leave and go away. I need you more each day. I need to hear you say that I love you. Take me. Hey Jay, why would you do that?
And now, back to the bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
Feel that thump. You feel that thump, Danny Sodes? Where you at? Yo, you putting 2% tin on those windows? That shit ain't street legal. I call you Flames. Flames Soda. Right, the big boobs. Hey, everyone, it's the Bonfire. Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95.
This is the radio show with the most bass.
Thumping. Keeping you thumping through your workday with comedy that punches you right in the heart and dick.
Oh, you want your taint jiggled? This is the radio show.
You want to listen to music that makes you think you might have to shit? Well, you dialed into the right show, motherfucker. You're hanging out with Dan Soder, who's going to be at the Rhode Island Comedy Connection October 27th and 28th.
Vibrating glasses off the table.
And then the Loft Comedy Club in Chicopee, Massachusetts, April 29th. You can catch him at the Comedy Mix in Vancouver, May 3rd through May 5th. Let it thump through your soul. For tickets and all other tour dates, you go visit dansoder.com.
Big J. Ogerson gonna be booming them at Hilarities. Cleveland. April 26th through April 28th. After that, taking this explosion of bass to Caroline's on Broadway. New York City. Get ready.
NYC prepare.
Get ready for the boom. May 3rd through the 6th. Tickets and other tour dates. Go to your bass loving needs at BigJ.com.
Don't forget about Billions on Showtime. It's no time like Showtime. Sunday nights. Oh, Austin, Texas, you think we wouldn't tickle your tits a bit? Guess who's coming to the Moon Tower Festival this weekend?
Thursday, Friday, April 20th. Boom, down at Austin.
Boomtown. It's Boomtown. Austin, Tejas.
I do like that someone probably has a shitty system and like blowing out speakers when they're listening in their car. That was just all rattling. Where they're just driving, they're going, "Stop it, Lewinsky! Stop!"
Expect to see the building in New York crumbling.
It's like, why is everything?
Oh, fantasy girl.
All right, okay.
Dave in Illinois. He wants to talk systems. Before we talk systems, Dave, why don't you tell us what was thumping in your system so DJ Lou can look it up?
Man, bro, I had the Rockford Fosgate.
Wait, before we get your specs.
Let me just say out the box, I respect.
Oh, a Fosgate?
Dude, you got a Fosgate?
My box?
Yeah, no, what were you bumping?
What were you thumping? What were you thumping?
Bumping or thumping?
Fucking, shit, I'm from Chicago area, so like you were just humping Stevie B and like the Susie Q shit. That was your pussy stuff. Then your classic masterpiece shit will blow your system to hell. Obviously, Jay, you called it, man, on the fucking Metallica shit. Because that when you heard one in there, it was a whole nother double kick drum.
It was different
going on.
Yeah,
it was like a whole nother experience.
Yeah, I got a nosebleed.
Fuck yeah, dude.
You got a nosebleed from rock.
Like the JL Audio fucking 12, like 4 ohms, dude. Them motherfuckers are like $6 a piece almost.
Really? How much money did you put into your car? How much money did you put in your car total?
Well, dude, I had inherited a shitload of money from my dad because he passed away when I was little.
Okay.
And it built up. So I had got like the brand new black Blazer in '96, which is like the first SUV. Had that motherfucker pimped out. I had the vent visors and shit. I put some 15s were pimping though then.
Yeah, 15s were 20. That was the 90s 20s.
yeah, because they made those in the okay. No, but yeah, man, we had that, and then I had the Clarion deck. It was like the first one where you didn't have to
I remember the Clarion deck. Was that the one that flipped around where it looked like it didn't exist, where you could like touch it and then it would like come out and flip and then look like it's not there?
Or you could deface it, and then you could change the colors and shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I remember those.
And then all it had was the AV jacks. You couldn't like hook it to the regular door speakers.
Oh.
You had to run the AV. You had to run the AV all the way back, and then bridge it out through your crossover, and then run your line in front.
Dude, I love
Christine.
Dude, I love that he's going so
me.
deep. He goes. Now it's where AV wire splits. This is,
Did.
I think this show just turned into a union
He's
game.
like, ask Christine. It's a real clit tickler.
Yeah. He goes, what she's feeling running through under that seat is pure power.
You know, it's hilarious. For the sake of reference, it is funny, though, isn't it, that at that time, even Dave here is supporting that in your car you would have Susie Q, which that's what you should play, Lou, is a little Susie Q in the background. But you'd have like Susie Q and Johnny B and that kind of shit or Johnny O, which is what I'm going to show you in a second, by the way. That was Fantasy Girl by Johnny O. Though you'd have those songs for the right, for your laps around the mall, but then you got to go on the highway for a minute before you go to the mall, and that's where you thump. But people then had those two songs and everything in between. Do you get what I mean? Like, I had Counting Crows and fucking Megadeth and fucking... It just doesn't exist anymore. It's not a thing.
Systems, like in my neighborhood, it was all... what you'd hear the most was, like, West Coast rap. So, like, 2001,
I don't practice
Dr. Dre, 2001.
I have no crystal.
Summertime and the living's easy.
A lot of good bass in Sublime.
You know what I love about Christine is she doesn't get super SoCal until we start trashing Sublime, and there's like a part of her that goes, okay, but like seriously, there's like guys, but Bradley Noel he did a lot of good stuff.
It was great bass.
I don't know about that.
It's great
he
bass.
Left his child and died of heroin.
It's great bass though, because he used to nod out on his strings. I'm up.
Should we keep that? Should we keep it?
I'm up.
My friend that had the best system, he was way into metal, so it was like he'd play like I remember Roots, Bloody Roots was a big one he'd blast.
Yeah,
that's weird. Yeah, but
isn't that weird?
I'm telling you now, though, like there's not people that know one kind of thing completely. Dave, thanks for the call, buddy.
Yeah, it was so nice. I met you guys in Chicago. It's my 40th birthday, man. You guys made
Hell
my
yeah!
Happy birthday, brother.
dude.
Welcome to 40.
Thanks, Soder.
You're welcome,
Thanks, Soder and Big J, man. You guys made my shit, man.
Thank you, brother.
Good meeting you, dude, and happy birthday, bud.
Pleasure, man. Go do something weird. Do something weird for your birthday.
Okay, go get those bumps and the thumps.
Yeah. I got you a Rockford Fosgate amp. It's in the mail.
Yeah, dude, I'm sending you 2 12s and a JBL fucking Surge Guard.
And Tyler's been waiting on the phone for a long time. This is what I just want you to know. Jacob says no one's going to be interested in talking systems.
No one cares
Tyler's
about
been on hold for 52 and counting 27 seconds. 52 minutes, 27 seconds. Tyler in Ohio.
Please.
What were you thumping?
Tyler, please hang up.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, it'd be great if you just hung up. Fuck you. Bump.
What were you thumping through your system?
Well, actually, my system wasn't in my car. When I was a freshman in high school, all the seniors got all their subwoofers together out of their cars, and they put it in our locker room for basketball. So on the floor of the locker room, we had like 3 car batteries, and it was all hooked up. And when I was I played on the freshman team and the JV team, so when the varsity would go into like warm, like the stretch and stuff before the game, their music and their subwoofers would play and shake the gym, which is like right beside the locker room, and all like the backboards, all the fans were trying to figure out where this music was coming from, and it would like rock the whole gym.
Did you guys were thumping music in the locker room? This is Maury. Is this Tyler Maury?
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, buddy. That's the whitest trash thing I've ever heard, Tyler. I gotta be honest with you.
Car battery to fucking.
By the way, all on the floor of a wet locker room. That sounds like a Final Destination movie.
Yeah, he goes, oh, don't worry, we're running the wires through the shower, so nothing wrong could happen.
What can go wrong with speaker wires and a bunch of feet and wet tiles?
Oh my God, Black Lou.
What the fuck, Black Lou?
Oh my God, dude. Tyler, was this only for basketball games you guys would do this?
Yeah, and we got in trouble after like the first game because all
Yeah, probably because you guys because the electric bill from the high school was $400,000.
Someone tells me the fencing team wasn't bumping music in the locker room. Like
Do you
that.
guys
Am I
know?
right?
Do you guys know if the choir was bumping those 1612s in the locker room?
Hey, I don't even say, but I saw some pretty sparky wires on the floor back there. Is that going to be a thing? Should I be grounded?
I don't want to freak you guys out, but I think whoever put the 1712s in the locker room conjured up a lake monster over about 3 miles in. I think you guys woke him from his century-long sleep.
He conjured up.
Yeah. Thanks for calling in, Tyler.
Yes, thanks for the call, buddy. This picture we have up here, and by the way, the Bonfire SXM.
Good for you, Lou.
On Twitter and Instagram, please. I mean, Black Lou, we found a picture of him making sexy face.
R&B face. That is such R&B face. Oh my God!
Is that your wife? Is that your wife?
No. That's a girl I dated for a little while.
For a day, for a little while. Yeah. Again, good for you, Lou.
Thanks, man.
I mean, yeah, you are wearing a face like you should be wearing a wife beater and billowy white silk pants.
You guys are wearing matching pit crew outfits.
Yeah, you guys look like you're on a shitty bowling team.
We bought those together, for the car club. Oh. The car club had their own.
What came first, her or the car club?
She did.
And then she got you to join the car club?
No, she basically helped me with the car club. But.
So car club was your idea, and then she jumped in to help out and become part of it.
Yeah.
A lot of people were calling them the Jay and Christine of car clubs.
Yeah, I heard that. I'm the car.
Did you create the car club? Like it was your group that you started and invited people to join?
Yes. Yeah.
Was that your car? Was that your car, Black Lou, in the picture?
No, that was my buddy of mine car.
Because that thing looks all kinds of decked out on the front.
Yeah, that looks that's like some speed racer shit.
So we had a car club called Visual Impact first, and then we joined up with someone that had a shop.
Were you guys street racing?
Every now and then.
No,
it was more
just to
like
show off your
to
shit.
Wendy's and show your shit off for a little while, eat some Wendy's food.
That's so funny because I was always the stone guy in the '96 Dodge Stratus, going, "Who spends this much money on their car?
Me too.
Buy drugs."
He goes, "Yo, man." He goes, "Your car ain't shit unless you got a big ass fin."
Yeah, I go.
They got a fin on the back.
Oh, dude, can you crawl into your car on your knees? No, then it ain't worth the shit.
Do you have a ceiling fan in your car?
I got 4 speakers in the back. I got four display screens in the back, and you can't. It's a 2-seater.
I got an HVAC system.
That was always the thing with like Pimp My Ride cars, where you're like, they seem so useless. All of this seems so useless.
We got defibrillators. We got
what? Actually, that's a bus schedule from Toledo. That is
I got just a random menu from a place called Manny's, which is a pretty good Peruvian steakhouse.
Oh, this is an old movie listing from 1997. If you want to know what's going on at Seven Hills Movie Theater.
You smell the seat there. You can see how far I left in '85.
Yeah.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I had the slowest car because I had like a 2-seater Honda Civic, and everyone else just had faster cars than I did. So I'd be in the back, but I was cool because I was like almost like the car club like lookout. So I bought this scrolling marquee from eBay, and I hooked it up to my car battery, and I set like remote settings that would say like slow down, cops ahead, or like and it would just scroll across my back window. So I glued it to my window, and I had a scrolling marquee. So everywhere I went, if I wanted to signal someone behind me, I can just push a button. And
they would be behind you?
They'd be either behind me, beside me, in front of me.
That's why they
how we were rolling.
That's why they let your bullshit slow car stay in the club, because you would be the fucking.
They go, he's a lookout. We need a lookout.
He's a lookout. They go, hey man, how's my car looking? Is it dope? I don't know if you guys saw, but I put clap lights on the side, and they're like, yeah, dude, no, it's super great.
Hey Lou, I like checking my stocks when I drive to the side of you. I like that you put all the upcoming news right on the side of the car.
Hey, did you guys see all the Marvin the Martian stickers I put on my door?
Hey,
yeah, dude, it's great.
Hey, Black Lou, he updates his scrolling marquee with other stuff. He goes, can you put up some movie times? We're trying to see if we want to go see Time Cop.
We're trying to see if we can make it to.
He goes,
Trying to get to a late Justice League.
He goes, there's a 9:30 and 11:45. Yeah, we gotta get to the 11:45. That's the last one.
Hey, my white girlfriend wants to know if Tanya's playing at maybe an art house theater in this neighborhood.
I mean,
there's no art house theater here. Well, oh my God, that is going to be something to really talk about when we go to the seafood restaurant.
So you got this car club going, and then did she jump in? This ex-girlfriend, was she like, "Fuck yeah, I'm in. This is awesome."
No, it took a little convincing. She kind of hated it at first because we were trying to get new members so fast. So we printed out business cards, and if we thought your car was cool, like if we went to the movies and thought your car was cool, we'd leave a business card on your window. Like, oh, we're looking for you to join up with our car club. Like, it'd be so great. Love your car. No one ever called us.
Now, what's the club? No one ever called? What's the club? Did you guys have meetings and stuff? Were you guys were you Second Mafia organized?
We were
Second
pretty
Mafia
organized.
had a notebook with all people's positions.
No, there was a notebook, and it was a classic black and white composition, if you were wondering. There wasn't no bullshit. They didn't come with no funny colors like some broad. Yeah. That's not how they fucking got down.
They don't draw markers with ponies on the
That's
back.
not how the Second Mafia got down, dog. And I see you making side eyes at me, Jacob. You want me to call them up right now?
Dude,
let me see you say that shit to their faces.
90-minute drive away from here.
Let me see you say that to their scabby meth head faces.
Yeah. If they haven't picked off their scab, I bet they will, and they'll throw it at you.
Is that a great white on the car hood?
Yeah.
I mean the black blue. They're all great whites. Oh, you mean the picture? I thought you meant
the fish. The fish, not his conquest.
I thought you meant the white girl next to him.
Yeah. He goes, ooh, I got a white. That's how he measures him to his other black friends. He goes, ooh, I got a great white.
This one's more of a squall.
Yeah. He goes, this is a nurse shark. Bite it and not let go. I love that you saw the shark. I didn't know what the design was, and then Jacob goes, what is that?
Yeah, now I see it. Yeah,
Jacob goes, is that a Atlantic great white? Whoever drew it fucked up. Dorsal fin looks all fucked up. So you convinced her to join the car, and then she got into it.
Basically, yeah.
When she broke up, was she like, and your car club is fucking stupid?
She might have said that a couple times.
Did she do that thing?
After the breakup?
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't that suck when you get them into something and then they turn on you for it?
She threw the little smock back at me and shit.
Oh, your pit crew ship?
Yep.
Was her name embroidered?
It was embroidered.
Oh.
I faked every one of my oil stains.
Good times, though. Good times.
Did she ever get naked and squat fuck your, what do you call it, the gear shift?
No, I wish so.
Why didn't you ask her to?
She wasn't that kind of girl. She was very, prim and proper.
Car sluts love that. There's so much video of girl fuck. That means something to a guy. Guys who dig cars, like their chick. Dude.
Fucking the gear shift?
Absolutely.
You think guys that are in the cars are like that?
Men travel to Japan to fuck robots. So, I mean,
they're an octopus, but the octopus everyone knows that they're the knowledgeable creatures of the sea. That's why they're arms.
They're the ones that'll throw the most emotion into fucking.
Yeah, everyone knows that it means something to octopuses. You don't go fucking eel. The eel doesn't care. Octopus. That's some suction.
You got a girl
suction
fucking
on the
car?
Puss. There's no way, girl. You're saying it like it means something. Like, please fuck my gear shift.
Absolutely.
Please fuck my gear shift.
Yeah. No, it means to the guy. Yeah, that is your chick's like fucking your car. Yeah, look. Is that really her noise?
Yo! I looked up from my phone.
Wow, she got a little weird fur on the inside lips. She must not know it's going to be picture day.
I mean, that whole gear shift is in there.
Yeah. Now it's a sports shift, Dan. So you know
she's not a slut. I mean, that thing is mobbed up like it's a sloth. Oh, look at that! It looks like an alien eating something.
Yeah, it really pushes in.
It looks like a rabbit.
Man, look at that pasty chick.
Oh, what happened?
Oh yeah, do the one in the butt.
No,
Christine, do the one in the butt.
Jacob and I are always.
I feel like I had a pop-up open somewhere.
Wow, good for her.
Yeah.
By the way, that's just vinyl and or leather going straight up her shitter. I don't know what you lube up for that.
She goes, my ex-boyfriend's 70.
Yeah,
back in the home. Dude, I mean, wow.
It's a whole section.
I mean, this is a thing.
Yeah.
I
didn't know. I mean, of course, Jay knew.
I knew. You want me to deny that? I know. I'm wildly aware of this.
She's
also.
condoming up.
Yeah, finally, an adult.
What a waste of a good load.
Right? Oh, dude.
She's like, now squirt windshield wiper fluid on my face.
That was a bad shave job.
Am I a bad? There it is.
Every one of these girls has had a bad shave job so far. There's been one good-looking pussy who's won the fuck a gear shift.
There has to be a guy where he's driving the next day. He goes, yeah. He's just grabbing his gear shift.
You take a break, you go to bite a nail while you're at a red light. You're like, ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yesterday.
Oh, yeah, she got to working on it.
Yeah, that definitely means something to some dude that you fuck his car. But I don't know. I do think there's probably... I bet you make a little sacrifice on looks for a girl who's
willing to fuck a gear shift.
Oh, you know what though? Not with. There's no faces. Is there any girl that shows her face in a gear fucking video? Because that would be a big difference. Not showing your face. It's almost anonymous.
No.
I like a girl to fuck an emergency brake.
Yeah.
But I'm a safety file, guys.
Yeah.
I'm a safety file.
I mean, there she goes. Look at that. Why does it look like her pussy was in the oven for too long?
Yeah, what the hell's going on?
Why does it look crisped at the end?
Did she shave?
Not this Honda.
Is that hair?
Don't you understand? These robot cars are having sex with all the girls.
They're taking on fucking women.
I don't know if I can. If you had sex with a car, I don't know if I could be with you.
I thought they were just fighting for ownership over what was the name of their planet. God damn it.
Don't you understand? I'm not worried about these cars. I'm worried about them having sex with our women and having robot car babies.
Should we take our last break?
Yeah, let's take our last break.
We talked systems. That shit was mad dope. Rockford Fosgate.
Hell yeah, but we're coming back with an old favorite from the show. Or I should say, an old favorite from my show.
Hi.
Something went popping off during the weekend.
Shit's popping off in the world of Cash Me Outside. We'll cash you on the other end of this commercial break. Because it's the Bonfire.
Hell of a job, dude.
Thanks, bro.
Can I be honest? Hell of a job.
Yeah.